Welcome to Kobocop's NECA blind boxes unboxing. This unboxing video will be a rare occurrence on this channel. I don't plan on making my channel to be chasing any kind of trend. The last thing I want to do is make the same thing that 15 other people are making and get caught up in that frantic rush to release my video before everyone else to get most views. That's too much stress for me with my lifestyle, and I don't think it's rewarding enough to you, the viewer. I'm always striving to make something different with this channel, finding something that hasn't been done yet, though some of my ideas may coincide with what you see other channels producing. That's mostly by accident, and I aim to make a video where I see a hole that needs to be filled. I figure if I'm going to make YouTube videos, I'm not going to try to appeal to a mass audience or try to make ad revenue out of it. As long as I'm entertaining or informing a handful of people, I don't care if it's 10 or 100 people or 1,000 people, I feel accomplished with that. This NECA unboxing video will be from the perspective of a part-time hobby eBay reseller. Yes, I am a reseller. I've been hobby selling on eBay for 15 years now, and for most of my adult life, I've never bought action figures for myself. When I was a kid, I did like action figures a lot. And then when I was around maybe 11 years old, my parents bought me a Nintendo, the original Nintendo from like 1988. And very quickly, video games became my toys. That went on into my 20s. I mean, spending most of my teenage years playing video games instead of doing homework, sometimes up to 8 to 13 hours a day, much to the anger of my parents. I ended up getting bad grades in school and everything. Then into my 20s, I ended up into the work life, the adult life, started to have some kids, relationships, that kind of thing. And toys and video games were way not even part of my consciousness. Then on decades later, as I started having a family and kids that I wanted to share things with, my son, I bought some Star Wars figures for him, and it's kind of something that I always loved. You know, Star Wars figures are kind of like the first ever action figures that adults and kids can appreciate alike for the detail and the world building and all that. So I started trying to world build for my son by buying in bulk Star Wars, either if I could find them in a big group online for a low price or go to a flea market and find them real low price, cheap, and then keep the ones that were really cool or keep the ones that weren't duplicates and sell the rest online to get my money back. And I found out that sometimes, most of the time, I would end up with more money than I started and extra action figures in my hand for my kids or for me. Well, pretty soon that turned into a secondhand kind of bug for the toys myself, and I found out that slowly but surely, eventually at one point, I realized that I was enjoying the toys more than my son was as he was growing up. So eventually, you know, Disney came along and kind of killed Star Wars, and a lot of us lost passion for Star Wars after that happened. I ended up selling off most of it, but so that's how I started out as an eBay reseller and as an adult collector. So I do keep figures for myself quite a bit, but I never like to call myself a collector because I never felt the urge to complete. I think that's kind of necessary to be called a collector. Almost never do I buy a brand new wave at retail price. I just pick and choose what I really like, and I usually wait for clearance or discounted stores. Not to mention, I've always seen a very thin line between being a collector and being a hoarder. I've always made sure that if I kept something in plastic, that it was financially responsible for me and my family. I thought a lot about the term collector and if it carries a stigma for the average person. I might do a video of that in the future, interviewing random people at my workplace and seeing what they think about the word collector. If you think that sounds like an interesting video that you'd like to see, leave a comment and let me know that you want to see that, because that also takes a lot of production and preparation. So anyways, here's why I wanted to make this video about the blind boxes, why it's different. So I want to answer the question for collectors and casual eBay sellers alike: are they worth it, and are they profitable? I've seen some videos talking about these NECA boxes, and some of them were mentioning Amazon prices. There's a whole bunch of hurdles and gates into selling on Amazon and becoming an Amazon reseller. I think most of the general population of toy collectors, toy buyers, we're lucky to sell on Facebook groups or eBay if we even take time to do that. And the prices on those platforms are significantly, dramatically cheaper than the prices you see on Amazon. so I feel like it hasn't really been covered properly yet. So what I'm going to do with this video is show you every single thing that's in these blind boxes, and I'm going to price out the cost per for each item in there. I'm going to find out what the recent eBay sales are on them, recent prices of sold items, and what the current competition is for the lowest price. And I'm going to price competitively. Then I'm going to subtract, if I sell it at that price, which is already the lowest price on eBay, I'm going to subtract the eBay fees, subtract the shipping, and subtract the cost per item. And then I'm going to calculate the net profit of each item sold, and then tell you how, if I profited on each box and exactly how much I profited. A lot of these, maybe some of these I'll be breaking up into loose parts, such as the NECA gargoyles, because the wings can be used by a lot of customizers. For example, for G.I. Joe Classified Nemesis Enforcer, a lot of people are buying the gargoyle wings, as well as for the new, which I talked about in a previous video, the new Blackheart Build-A-Figure from Marvel Legends. People are replacing that body with the Goliath body from Gargoyles. So I might be splitting those up to sell them, as it's more profitable to split them up. So I'm going to show you a quick breakdown of the unboxing. So I don't think I'm going to be ending up keeping any of these figures, because I've already looked at them and filmed the other part of the video. I have had NECA before in the past. I've had NECA Christmas Gremlins, and I took them out during Christmas time with the decorations, and to me they just didn't match and feel like the right vibe of Christmas that I wanted. As well as the American Werewolf in London Kessler Wolf, which was a badass, awesome figure. I took it out during Halloween, but it just, again, didn't seem to feel like a Halloween decoration. It just felt like I was showing off a toy to my family, you know. I do appreciate NECA as a company. I like what they do, but like most collectors around in the community, I like to keep things, like a lot of us, in 6-inch scale or, you know, Marvel Legends scale, so that when I'm putting it on in a display eventually, which I haven't done yet, that everything will kind of jive together. And it's just too much. I already have so much stuff that I'm keeping, and you gotta draw boundaries somewhere, and I just don't want to hoard, you know, collect a bunch of NECA things. Some of them seem like statues with articulation rather than action figures also, which is another thing. Making this video is a lot of time and work, and out of my short weekend that I have with my family and on a holiday weekend. I'm actually going to leave a link to my eBay page, and if you would like to support me and my channel, you can go ahead to that eBay page and buy something from my store, and instead of buying it from another seller, and that will be a great help to me, and I appreciate all your views, and I hope you enjoy the video. As I'm kind of giving my own thoughts about each one of these pieces, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the base cost for each one and what the current price is going for, and so show you basically how much I'm going to profit, if at all, on each of these pieces. So we're starting with this ET set. Nice bicycle. I'm sure that people want that for customs. That looks like a 1/12 bicycle to me, even though it's supposed to be 1/10 scale. And Elliot in there is obviously a statue. I don't know how much NECA has advanced through the years, but This looks like something that would have been like from the early years because it has no articulation in the legs and it's just a, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a statue, but I don't know. I'm not going to take it out of the box. Oh, it's got a pullback action. Well, that's nice. I'm sure adult collectors like to pull back their ET toy. Let's go to the next ET. Here's Ultimate ET, 40th anniversary. And I don't know how many of you remember those little PVC figurines that were really popular in the 80s. I think every household had a couple. Mine had a couple. And those were real nostalgic. And this is what this figure gives me, those vibes. And reminds me of those things. It's got the Speak and Spell on there. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys remember Speak and Spell, those old electronics. 2XL, we certainly had a lot of time playing with a 2XL robot in my household. So, Predator Ultimate Battle Damaged City Hunter. Pretty nice, but this is one of the reasons why I wouldn't buy a NECA figure for myself to keep or start collecting, because these are a lot of reused molds. Let's go to this ET. Ultimate Dress Up ET. And nice. A couple nice accessories. The wilting plant. Reminds me of the Atari game, where there was wilting plants in the field, and when you walk past them and raise your head, it would like bring them back to life. Here we got Terminator 2 Judgment Day. T-1000. It's a nice figure. Oh, here we go. Aliens. Night Cougar Alien. I remember when these were really cool in the late 90s, the Kenner aliens, and I didn't think there was really any need to re-release them. It is cool. I think it could have left in the past. It could have stayed in the past. Let's do these King Kongs. King Kong. Not sure which movie this is. I don't know too much about the property. It looks pretty classic. And yeah, I like the look of his eyes, if you can see in there. He's got that old stop-motion animation look in his eyes, like with the glazed over. They did the eyes really nice, and he's got that kind of a sneer smile thing going on. And he's got the angry face. This reminds me a lot of like Harryhausen animation, you know, classic monster animation. I'm not sure which movie this is supposed to be from, but this is the colorized version. I think it's the same body with new heads. It might be a different body actually, but again with the nice eyes. I like the way they made those eyes. They're really lifelike. Sorry, I'm boring you with how unknowledgeable I am on these. So yeah, this one has been a peg warmer. If you've been toy hunting this year, looking in the NECA aisle for your Jada Street Fighter figures, you've seen these for sure. Walmart and Target as well. The comics and the old style Flash Gordon. That was like beyond my generation. I don't know too many people who like are aware of like old Flash Gordon comics or actually read them, but it's a nice figure. And in fact, and it would have been a good base body for Magneto, because I don't like Marvel Legends style Magneto. His body too small. I like a bigger Magneto, and this would have been a perfect candidate for a base body for that. Anyways, it's well sculpted. It has a nice sword, has a nice blaster, extra head. Not bad. These have been peg warming, all these. I'm pretty sure if there's one in here that's a gem, I'll be surprised, but we'll find out in post-production with the prices. Xanatos, yeah, he's nice suited body. He looks just like the cartoon. Let's go to the next. Steel Clan robot. Okay. I've never watched Gargoyles, so, but I like the look. I like the look of him. He's got some nice metal wings in there. He's got some flame effects. Got a big ass tail. Pretty dope. Angela. Angela. Comes with a baby gargoyle, which is nice. Looks cute, actually. Not too bad. She comes with a big egg as well. So I see already opportunities to break this one apart probably and maybe sell the angry head for customizers and sell the baby by itself, sell the egg by itself. So we'll see if I can bank on that one. Sega Genesis Goliath. From the Gargoyles Sega Genesis game. I have not played this game either. This is a good base body for the Blackheart Build-A-Figure wave. Blackheart, if you put the head on him as well, and if you want to use this as a base body, it's a good gray color, so it's already like primed, and you could paint it any color you want. If you want to make it black, or little shades of purple, or little shades of blue, this would be great to use for that. And I think it comes with 2 sets of wings. Yeah, he has the wings draped around him, and he has the open wings in the back of the package. The last one, finally, for the sci-fi box, is Goliath, the ultimate version, the classic version. And he's got more of that lavender pastel purple color, and his tail's loose in the package. He just comes with the spread out wings. He does not come with the folded up wings. So a little different than the other one, but he has a nice book. I might keep that book. Always looking for accessories for my wizard, for my Mythic Legion's wizard. And that's it for that sci-fi box. And right here, I'm going to throw up on the screen the math for you to see. Did I profit? Did I lose money? You will see. Number 2 is the pop culture box. Let's start out with Gremlins. 2-packet demolition Gremlins. I'm gonna put the prices on the side as you see the Sheik and the Wolverine are having a guys' snack and liquor night. They're having a good old time over there with some a little bit of everything, with some wings and some pizza and some chicken. Three Gremlins in this pack. Next one is gonna be the Ultimate Gremlin. Okay. Ultimate Gremlin, just a random Gremlin. It looks like movie-themed Gremlin, more like it. He's got all the snacks and the cards. Well, I guess he's got the cards and the cigarette for the poker table, but he also has a lot of drinks and stuff. He's got the 3D glasses for the movie theater. Ultimate Brain Gremlin. Great character in the movie. Lots of fun. Gremlins 2 gave us a lot of unique characters. The creators just went all wild with throwing all kinds of crazy stuff at us. It was a lot of fun. E.T. in this box, and it's another dress-up E.T. And, yeah, there's the wilted flowers, there's the extra head, the bag of I don't know what. Okay. Whoever the hell Bon Scott is, I'm sorry if I'm completely embarrassing myself. One of the most influential frontmen of all time, Bon Scott's high voyage vocals and rock and roll lifestyle set the bar for a generation of aspiring musicians. Includes alternate head and microphone. What band was he in? Scotland Bond, Australia, 1946. Okay. We're on the subject of music. Let's go ahead and look at Angus Young from AC/DC. Check it out, Teddy.
No, sweet child of mine.
No, that's Guns N' Roses. Retard. Highway to Hell. Highway to Hell. Angus Young. And this is probably my favorite of the box. Severus Snape. Professor Snape. Harry, I am not black. And then, all of a sudden, Snape turned black. Shout out to Dirty Potter audiobooks. If any of y'all ever listen to those, they're very vulgar and very funny and very childish and stupid. And that's my main connection to Harry Potter. I've yet to watch all these movies from the beginning to end, and in fact I just bought the DVDs. I'm planning to watch them sequentially with my wife. She's a little bit barely interested in that as far as a sci-fi property or a fantasy property, so might as well try to watch it. And let's take a look at who else is in this series. I could have gotten Death Eater, another Death Eater. I could have gotten Dumbledore and Harry Potter. Defenders of the Earth from the comic, I believe. Garax. I've seen this on clearance at Target before. In fact, I've seen a lot of these NECA pieces at Target before, which is not making me feel very good about selling them because they kind of warm the shelves, and I think that's why NECA is clearing this stuff out, because these stores are just, the stuff gets banged up sitting on the shelves so long, it doesn't move, and they have to send it back and clear out their inventory and start over. So hopefully there's enough people out here looking for this stuff. We'll find out. Flash Gordon, Ming. Ming is a great character, except everybody likes the movie version much better, or the Emperor version with his robes, and this is the green version that was more like in the comics, I guess. Misfits. This is like the mascot of the Misfits band.
Oh, Misfits, that's dope.
My son is gaming. So we have nice candelabra with him. Look at that. Sweet. But he looks kind of basic, actually. Just like a robe and a skull. So, is this the Classic King? Same Classic King Kong I had in the other package, or is this the colorized version? I don't know if there's a difference. I think the other one might have been black and white, and this is the color one. It's kind of nice, actually. And again, those eyes are great. I thought I was going to get a ton of Back to the Future, because for the last several years, I've been seeing nothing but Back to the Future figures whenever I look at the NECA section. I got Biff Tannen here from Back to the Future 2. And that's a really nice head sculpt for the actor, which I forgot his name. I think it was Tom something. Nice little sports almanac book. Nice, very nice. Is that if that is soft goods on the chest, that is really, really well done. It looks like plastic. It's really detailed. Terminator 2 Judgment Day T1000. Same one. Ultimate Patrick, somebody Patrick, Robert Patrick. I think, yeah, Robert Patrick. I think that's his name. Yeah. This is the biggest piece in this package. This is the ultimate dog creature from The Thing. And it seems like, well, I guess they threw an extra dog in there, which is actually really nice. But it seems like there's a lot of package for a very small figure. He's kind of gangly. He's got a lot of big limbs. He's got some accessories back there. I think those are like tendrils that grow out of him. This dog down here is actually the same size. It's a G.I. Joe classified timber that came with Snake Eyes. And this would make a great, like, resting piece to, you know, make it, pose him next to Snake Eyes and make it look like just a resting timber. So that would probably be very valuable on its own. And that closes out the pop box. The pop box was only like 11 pounds heavy, and the sci-fi box, they loaded it up with about 15 pounds. I had to come in and do a voiceover because I was quite surprised at the results of the numbers here. I go by eBay prices, and I think even though eBay has lost a lot of volume in recent years with sellers and buyers, it's still the go-to for the current market rate on aftermarket, other than retail sales. It's what people are willing to pay. It's a pretty good balance between supply and demand. So eBay prices on these, as you see, the sci-fi box, total value if kept is $399. If you go by the lowest available price for the similar condition item in all of eBay, $399, not $500 or more like people have claimed and like NECA does claim. And the total profit, if you want to sell everything, there's actually some that you lose money on. The total profit is only $96.91. On the pop box, the total value of kept is pretty similar. It's $397, only a couple dollars less than the other one. And the total profit for the pop box is $93.13, which is also a few dollars less than the other one. Which leads me to believe that these cases were very carefully curated not to make the customer happy, but to keep NECA's losses at a minimum and to keep them at a certain controlled amount through these blind boxes. So they were carefully calculating the value of what they were putting in these boxes. I was hoping that maybe I got a good box because I had a conversation with the guy on the phone. No, obviously not. He just gave me the same thing everybody's getting, maybe a little less. They threw in a couple good pieces in each box. To maximize my gains, I'm probably going to have to combine some of these together from the two boxes, such as the two Flash Gordon pieces. Those are actually losing pieces by themselves, but if I put them together, I might break even or make $5. If you think that a reseller or scalper's life is all fun and roses, and it sucks, because if you think about, you have 14 items per box, that's a total of 28 items. Your total profit's going to be less than $200. How much time is it going to be for me as an eBay seller to list 28 items I don't already have pictures for? I have to take pictures of every single item. I have to make a listing for every single item. And then I have to pack it up and ship it up individually as they sell as time goes by, while they're sitting up taking space on my shelves, which I don't have a warehouse. I have a basement. So I have limited space, and how long are they going to sit there? Some of these items could be sitting there until next year. So it's not going to be easy to sell these. And $200, I can't even calculate the hours right now, but it's a very low hourly wage. So don't be stupid like me and buy these boxes to sell. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're looking for something to keep for yourself to make it worth it, or if you're just looking to start a NECA collection. It would be great, you know. But I think it's overestimated that they're going to be $500 value. That is not realistic. If you're looking at retail value, sure. If you never shop on eBay, sure. There are some people that are afraid of eBay or don't trust eBay, or they don't find the lowest price. They just go and buy for the whatever it is at the retail. It's fine. But as far as I'm concerned, that's the actual value of the box, is about $400 each. Okay, so that's the end of the rant, the end of the video. I hope you learned something, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Bye.
Looks like you lose.
I'm unable to generate a reply that meets our content guidelines.
Ugh.